Welcome back to Shop Quinky. My name is Moxie Rose. I am a sex and kink educator, and I am the spokesperson for Shop Quinky. Our next VIP maker is Cyborg Studios, who has been in business since the early 2000s and already sporting a catalog of well over 100 unique items. They still manage to withhold some surprises for Shop Quinky that will only be available through Shop Quinky. Let's meet the maker.
Cyborg, Moxie, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I am so excited. I went through and I was looking at like the questionnaire that we send out ahead of time to sort of give everybody a general framing of like where we're going to go with this interview. And you had your website on there. So I got to go and like take a look at all of your products. And like immediately my shopping list just like grew exponentially. Because like anybody that has followed any of my content knows I am big into impact scenes. And that was a lot of your stuff. And I'm really, like seeing it behind you, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not going to get distracted. So, okay. So Cyborg Studios, is this just you or do you have people like helping you do this? Are you kind of a one person show?
It's all me.
Oh my goodness. And that was quite a big catalog of product for one person. I'm very that's really cool. And you had some really cool stuff on there.
And the shocker is I've got another 16 products waiting to be released on Quinky.
I saw when you had put into that questionnaire that there was like a lot on your website, but there was a lot that wasn't even on there. So is this stuff that you just haven't had a chance to release, or are you on purpose holding it back for, oh my God, that's going to be exciting. Oh, so can you give us like maybe a teaser of like something that people are not going to be able to see on your products now that will be on Quinky?
Well, if they're in the Makers Discord, they may have seen some of it in the pictures already.
Love it.
We have some stuffy toys. So encompassing the Littles community as well.
I love that. I think a lot of people see the stuffies and think a lot of times it's like more novelty, kind of forgetting that there is an entire subcategory of this community that very much like the stuffies is a big thing for them. So definitely appreciate the attention to detail on that one. I like that. So Cyborg Studios, how long have you been doing this? Has this been kind of a business from the jump, or was this a hobby that then became a business?
It was originally, I couldn't find what I wanted because I've been on this for so long. So I just started making my own toys. And the people are like, hey, can you make me one of those? And 2009, I officially made it a business.
Wow. So how long were you doing it before it became a business?
Oh, easily a decade.
Wow. So what was the product that you were looking for that you couldn't find, so you just made it? What was the one that you started with?
The rabbit fur paddle.
Wow. Yeah, because that was, I think when I pulled up your website, that was like the first thing that was up there.
We sell so many of those. I can't even tell you.
And it looked beautiful too. Just like you could tell the attention to detail in that, and like the coloring of it was really pretty. Would you say that is your most popular product? Hands
down, number one seller.
Really?
I easily get 1 to 3 orders a day for that.
Oh, wow. And honestly, like given that because it's real rabbit fur, right?
Teaser, that one is, but we're doing a faux line for people with allergies and stuff afterwards.
I love that. Well, I was going to say, because given that like looking at the price and the fact that it's real rabbit fur, I still was like, wow, this is like all of your stuff was really good price. Because I was kind of reading through, and in part of the interview that you had said, part of what you hate like about, being in this industry as like a crafter is having to compete with like the cheaply made, cheaper products. Meanwhile, you make a very high quality product at a reasonable price. And so I went and was like, all right, because reasonable price is pretty subjective to people. So I got on there, was like, oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I was expecting. That was like pretty amazing for that. And I love that you are also going to do like the faux fur too, because it reaches everybody. It reaches people that the allergies, everything. People that, want to participate in something that has fur don't want real fur.
Absolutely. And a lot of that has stemmed off of custom orders over the years. Somebody says, hey, can you make this or make that? And then I just put it on the back burner. I'm like, I'll add that later.
So is there one that has kind of been a big seller that initially started as somebody else's kind of custom thing that you're like, you know what, I really like this. I'm going to add this to my catalog.
That would be the toss, the little leather toss.
Yeah.
somebody wanted one because they had taken a trip to Scotland, and over there they still sell the original Scottish tosses that are $200-300 a piece. You know, and I make my version, not the same thing exactly, but close enough, for $50, and people love it.
Amazing.
So
that's amazing. So your like very big catalog of products. When you started as a business, how many products did you actually start with?
my very first real shop online, 5 orders. I mean, 5 items. I mean,
Wow. And how many do you have now? Like, including the stuff that you know is going to launch on Shop Quinky. What is your full catalog?
112. That's not counting variations.
That's just the product, not
That's
counting
the
all the stuff you
products.
can do to it. Wow. And you are a one-man show doing this. This is getting more impressive as we go. Holy cow. So how did you hear about Shop Quinky? Like, how do we get from you having your website, all of this, to wanting to join us?
Multi-layered, actually. I live in Florida. I'm over in Melbourne. So I'm local to the others. So last year at a convention in Tampa, I saw Mr. Pierre, Dax, and Jilly. I think it was the 3 of them, where I was working the play space. So,
oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Well, I'm really excited that you joined us, considering like you're one of the first that is withheld like a fair amount of stuff that is going to be like a surprise when Shop Quinky launches, which is kind of fun. So we've kind of talked about your most popular product is the rabbit fur one. Is that your favorite to make? And if not, what is your favorite?
Not at all.
No.
Hold on. Do I have one? Oh, I don't have one with me. I don't think I do. I probably can't show it anyway. I make a selection of wooden knives, 100% made out of wood. Well, and a little bit of glue. So they're great
and the blade of it is just wood sharpened to an edge.
Absolutely.
So the was it the the cleaver, the one that looks like a meat cleaver that was on your website, is that also one of those that, because initially I thought that was just carved like that to make it look like that, but it was an impact item that actually has a sharp edge to it. Oh my god.
And I'm just saying, the curves are specifically made for things.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
So, but no, actually, let's see here. I got at least the template, the wooden knives.
Oh my god.
I make small ones too.
Oh, I love that. So those are your favorites to make.
Yeah, because I get to do them. I do them out of the exotic woods, the common woods. So they're pretty. They're not dyed. They're not stained. They're just the natural wood. So Purple Heart and teak and mahogany and all the fancy woods. And some of them can get an edge that will cut meat or wood easily. Not wood, I mean vegetables. So you can use them in a kitchen, or you can use them in something as simple as wax play.
Wow. I really like that idea. You're the second woodworker. I talked to a woodworker that makes like jewelry, and they had the same stance about the natural beauty of the wood, that they're like, I don't dye anything, I don't color anything. It is what it is, because that's the part of that I think is most beautiful.
Well,
and I kind of love that.
I can't say that I don't dye things, because I do take customers into consideration, and I have stains and stuff.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
So
yeah, custom work and like things that people want versus just like the fact that you really like that natural beauty of wood. So you obviously, woodworking is like your thing. You obviously got a background in this. Did the background come because of that, trying to make your own products? Or did you already kind of have a background in that and kind of was able to make stuff because of that?
Grandfather was a carpenter. So.
Aha. So there's some crafting stuff in that background.
I am a master carpenter.
So you have been a business since 2009.
Correct.
So at what point was this kind of starting more in person? And like at what point does it become more online sales for you?
It was only in person at local community events.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I had a small play space of my own. little 700 square foot R&D facility, we'll call it.
Okay, that's fair.
And for a while, I was selling at their events in person, but never anything beyond that. It was almost always online.
Wow. So have you always done that through just your website, or did you ever have like other online like marketplace?
The other big place.
The other big place, the one with the orange colors, yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to get off there.
So tell me a little bit about that. Why I know that there's a lot of reasons that come up when it comes to adult products, but like for you, what is the thing that's driving the like I got to get off of this website?
Copycats.
Really? You're having a problem with copycats copying your products. Which products are you noticing that they're kind of doing the knockoffs the most of?
The rabbit fur and the tosses.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of know. Is it a lot of like the drop ship, like the fast fashion kind of? Yeah, that kind of took over really quickly and kind of seemingly out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it was just like, wow, this became a huge problem really fast.
Well, I knew it was a problem when I was contacted by the same company overseas 3 times. Hey, do you want to be a reseller for us? And the next thing I know, after telling them no 3 times, they were selling products very similar to mine.
Wow. Yeah, that seems to be like a theme kind of in the adult retail part of this, because like I worked at an actual like brick and mortar store, and you kind of found out that like you'll look at this shelf of all the same kind of product, and then you realize it's not just similar, it's the exact same manufacturer that's making them for each of those different companies. It's the exact same thing, different packaging, and you're like, okay, so it appears like a lot of variety.
But there's not.
No, but there's not. But there's literally nothing. So obviously that's a pet peeve of yours, like just in the retail half of that. We did have a question in our little like questionnaire thing about kinky specific pet peeves. And I thought yours was a very interesting one. So what is your like kinky pet peeve?
My kinky pet peeves is what was it, the rope one? Is that what I wrote down?
Yeah, it was the shibari one.
I don't like rope.
Yeah.
You
know,
so
at all, or is it just like for you, you're like, I don't want to do it?
Don't want to do it at all. I have literally taught classes on shibari, and it's just not. Spending 20, 30, 60 minutes to get in for 5 minutes of, ooh, it's pretty, and then another 60 minutes to get back out. I can do the same thing in 5 minutes with chains.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I feel like a lot of that rope practice is like the time committed to it has to be part of the reason that you're like, I love this. I use it as meditation because like, otherwise you are just like, it's a lot. And
I specifically teach a class that's beyond bondage. That's everything but rope.
Oh, I like that. I actually do like those like alternative kind of classes to like, because the rope exists for the people that want it to exist. It always has. It's beautiful. The people that love it absolutely love it. But there are the people that want the bondage element of that without having to go through all of that, like that, just the very intricate part of all of the tying. And and people are going to people. They're going to do it and try to experiment with it, whether or not you give them that education. So I do love that you like offer that, like, hey, risk mitigation. Let's talk other things you can use. You obviously are yourself a kink practitioner. So when it comes to that, like anything but rope bondage, what is your personal favorite to work with in your scenes?
Personally, chain.
Yeah. Is there a particular kind that is like your favorite or that you like?
Hold on.
And of course, it's just sitting right nearby.
It is.
When Shop Quinky launches, when you have your storefront on Shop Quinky, obviously you've withheld some stuff that is just for that. Mm-hmm. But in addition to that, are you planning on bringing all of your products over?
Oh yeah.
If Shop Quinky just were to launch tomorrow, we're ready to go. Your catalog's ready to go. Everything is gonna go. What is the thing that you are most excited about?
Getting off the other platform.
Really? So that's the thing that you, as soon as that's done, that drops for you?
I won't say it's going to be immediate. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Because
no, of course.
I do do a substantial amount of sales there.
Yeah.
But I am taking almost all of my products off of that site down to maybe 4 or 5 of the ones that I know sell on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And then getting on Quinky to put the Quink back into the Quinky fun.
I love it. Well, and hopefully, like, the fact that we've got, the marketing angle of it and the ability for people to, like, collaborate with content creators, that'll kind of help, like, port a lot of that over. Like, hey, you can still buy it. There's nothing over there that you're missing that's not over here. Like, you can just come off of that website, come all the way over to here. So I love that. Unexpectedness of this being a business, and this will be fun because you've been in this as a business for quite some time. So throughout the process of that, from 2009 to now, what was a really pleasant, good, unexpected thing about being a business like this? What was something that was kind of a hurdle, unexpected?
Something good was finding out how much I could actually support myself from it. Being able to take a trip last year and go to Greece from that stuff,
I love that.
Definitely plus. As far as a hurdle, doing that consistently, because sales aren't something you're promised. You have to earn them. You have to make sure that your quality's on par. You have to make sure you're constantly putting out, if not new product, interesting product.
It's no longer a hobby. You have to actually be putting stuff out all the time.
Yeah.
So is it still kind of fueling that fire though? Do you feel like you're like, oh my God, why did I do this as a business? Or is it still every day like, I get to do this as a business?
Maybe 1 or 2 days a month I'll feel that, but otherwise it's happy. Usually it's on a shipping day. I'm like, oh my God, I have 15 orders to ship today.
Fair. Do you tend to see like a lot of your products kind of out and about now, like now that you are kind of inundated as a business and like you're really kind of out there, but also the fact that you yourself are a practitioner, do you kind of walk around and go, oh my God, that's one of mine?
I completely have done that. I'm like, hey, where'd you get that? There's this really cool shop online. I'm like, Cyborg Studios? They're like, yeah. I'm like,
so they have no idea that they're talking to you. They're sitting there just bragging about how much they love it. They have no idea that that's who they're talking to.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you're not like scared to be like, oh my God, that's me. Because some people would feel awkward about doing it. Like, you should absolutely claim your artwork. No. That's amazing.
That's hard work.
Yeah. That's an artistry. Like, you should be able to be like, I am so glad that you love that. Other than the products that we don't know about for Shop Quinky, is there anything that you can tell us that you kind of have upcoming projects, big like items that you're working on, anything like that?
Well, you see the woodwork.
Yes.
I do leather work, I do 3D printing, and I do sewing for the stuffy work. So this is one of 4 shops in my location. So
is all of that done kind of where you are sitting right now? That's all of the...
No. This is one room.
My God.
This is technically a very large shed in my backyard.
Okay.
And
so
then
you have a different like shop area for each.
I have a leather room that's just for my leather work. I have a R&D facility that's in my house as well. A nice 675 square foot area.
Wow.
That if you search some of my social media, you might see it in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I do the stuffy work because I just pop my feet up right on maybe a big chunk of wood that's a furniture piece or something and just start sewing.
I love that. It's probably smart to kind of keep it like separated like that from each like different section because that's probably feels a little more like organized and able to like, okay, this is all this stuff. This is all this stuff.
When I started, I was doing it literally out of a singular bedroom.
Wow. So does it feel like do you do the thing like when you look back on that versus where you are now, do you have more of the feeling of like, wow, it's only been this amount of time, or, oh my God, it feels like it's been so much longer than this?
Depends on the day.
That's fair.
Usually it's more of the first one. We're like, oh my God, it's only been, wow, it feels so much longer.
All right, Cyborg, tell us, other than Shop Quinky, tell us where people can find you.
Well, we find us on our main website, which is cyborgstudios.us. Currently, we're on the other orange platform. We hopefully we'll getting out there as soon as Quinky goes live. But beyond that, that's all we go. We do not diversify. We stay loyal to our spots.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're super excited to have you, and like being able to see all the stuff behind you. I'm getting just, my shopping list is just forever growing. Doing these interviews is just going to just absolutely suck my money out of all of this. So I really appreciate you joining me. This was a lot of fun. I'm super excited to see your products.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.